Loot box is back. 6v6 is back. There's a third-person view, so you can actually see the skins that you bought. There's all these things that they're literally having to do because Marvel Rivals is kicking their ass, and they're like, we have competition. That's pretty much what's happening. And then more importantly, Cassie survived high-res imploding. I know, I saw. They had Cassie. They're like, yeah, we're just, like, Paladins is dead. We're just taking everything from Paladins now.
Initiating boosters in 3, 2, 1. Game on!
I feel like a lot of people really like the lore, and they did nothing with it.
Welcome to orbit!
Every time she says that, I hear welcome to Arby's. I don't know what's wrong with me, but like when I'm playing the game and I'm shooting, it's just like, welcome to Arby's! That's all I hear. I hate you. Yeah, you're welcome for that.
I'm on to you!
Wait, chat, they actually showed Venture? I thought they forgot about Venture.
Let's go on then!
The Avatar.
I have goosebumps.
Holy! The glorious hunt of the Falcons finally comes to an end! 2020!
Dude, that... Okay, I'm gonna be nitpicky here. That cup looks so cheap and looks so lightweight.
World champions! No more this!
Overwatch 2 classic!
We got the fire!
You should try my meatball.
I actually love this part. I love that they brought this back. That room was so small for a World Cup. Yes. I wasn't gonna mention that, but yeah. Like, compared to what it was at, like, BlizzCon and... But now they have Saudi money, so... Okay, I'm gonna be cunty here. Hey, chat. I can't wait for Marvel Rivals to have more characters of this pretty soon.
Welcome to the Overwatch 2 Spotlight. We've always strived to be the best competitive, team-based hero shooter. This past year alone, we made huge updates to our competitive systems, including matchmaking, balance updates, roll queue times, and new
Chat, do you feel like he feels like budget Jeff Kaplan?
features, all in service of constantly improving and evolving this game.
Okay, I'm gonna break down the PR speak here. We had to improve our game because we had real competition. We didn't really want to do it, but we've lost 40% of our player base. We're hemorrhaging money now, and you haven't bought our $30 avatar skins. Why the haven't you bought our $30 avatar skins? Please buy them.
To continue in that goal, we aim to innovate by creating new experiences for the more than 100 million players that have joined us since we launched in 2016.
Yeah, but how many of those are playing now? That's the real question. How many of them are actively playing right now? I would love if they released that number.
New experiences, new metas, new modes, new events, new heroes.
He does sound like Jeff, dude.
New ways to have fun. And 2025 is going to be another big year for us. Not only are we expanding this brilliant global community with a return to China in season 15.
Let's roll that back here, okay? Like, the reality is that China, for most companies, is about 60 to 80% of their profits.
But the overall key focus for us this year is how we can evolve.
Gotta pander to China? Yes. Every company has to pander to China. That is the reality.
What it means to play an Overwatch game. There's so many things coming to Overwatch 2 this year that we can't even fit it all into this spotlight.
Is it because you just made it up?
So, over the next 30 to 40 minutes, we're really excited to show you many of the things, but definitely not all, that we are planning for the first half of this year.
I can't get over his speech patterns. It's literally Jeff. I can't get over it. Chat, if we could find a video of him having an interview before this, I wonder if his speech patterns are the same.
First up, the biggest change
is that we copy Paladins who copied us.
Since Overwatch launched, your favorite heroes are about to get a whole lot more heroic with perks.
I'm gonna leave. Are we fucking serious here? If the whole thing's gonna be like this, I'm gonna Kermit. I'm just saying. I'm gonna Kermit. We're only 3 minutes in. There's only 31 more minutes left. Yeah.
Perks are here to completely redefine your strategy and how you play your favorite heroes.
So they're like, we saw Battleborn and Paladins, and they're dead now, so we take their idea. This is the most Blizzard thing to do.
Think of them as hero-specific bonuses that level up your gameplay and not just your hero. This means you can customize how you play in a match like never before. It's like giving your favorite heroes a little extra oomph. Overwatch 2 is about to evolve in a way you've never seen before. After that, we'll go into how we're starting the 2025 competitive year with a full reset and new competitive rewards, including the new competitive weapon when Season 15 launches. We will also showcase some new mythic skins, game modes, and of course, upcoming heroes. Plus, some improvements to how you are rewarded for your playtime, including
Stop telling us what you're gonna announce. Listen, you have to give frame of reference, okay? If you don't give frame of reference and don't have the hook, then the fucking Zoomers aren't gonna stay. You gotta tell them what you're gonna tell them before you tell them.
the return of a system from Overwatch 1 that we've received a ton of requests for.
You mean like bringing back Overwatch 1 and stop with Overwatch 2? Is that the feature?
So, keep that feedback coming. We'll also share what's going on with esports, including how it's expanding with the reintroduction of Overwatch into China. Of course, some info on Overwatch Classic.
I'm gonna give you guys context, and we've said this multiple times before. They're saying that like the reintroduction to China, right, with esports. The reality is that esports is dead. It's been dying. It has been a very slow death for the past couple years. Venture capitalist money has shifted away from esports, and then it went to Web3, and now it's going to AI. But there's the money to fund esports as a loss leader has dried up. They have now sold their soul to Saudi Arabia, who wants a seat at the table, and China, who frankly is the majority of the industry at this point in terms of profitability. So you're going to see a lot less American venues, European venues, and you're going to start seeing more Middle East, China venues, 100%. Because that's frankly the only place that they can run it where it's going to be even remotely break even. Not even profitable, break even.
As well as 6v6, and hopefully a few surprises mixed in as well. We know what this universe means to all of you, and our team is driven by the idea of working together with all of you in this wonderful community. Developing the
Is that why they gave up on the story mode and just lore in general?
best version of this universe for years and years to come is what truly matters. We're so thankful that you are all on this journey with us. And there's so much to tell you about that you're gonna wanna stick around.
It is time to celebrate the glory of battle, the competition, determination, and the boom! Ha-ha! What a shot! Again!
Wow.
Finally, a worthy title! From the ashes, rise again!
They're like, fuck your rank. Chat, I don't know about you guys. I have wanted to grind more rank in Marvel Rivals because I find the gameplay way more interesting than I ever wanted to in Overwatch. And I think that Rivals competitive scene is not really perfect. Like, there needs to be a better point system, because right now you can actually rank up with 45% win-loss, which is bad. It's really bad. But there's something about it. It's more so just to like, I don't know. It's more fun to me.
It is not about standing atop the mountain. It is the climb!
I like that animation. Also, those look like trash. Those look awful. All right, there it is. Chat, what do you think? I think it was made by a first-year intern. Like, who thought that this was going to be the thing that, like, makes you want to play?
Yes, I too own
If anything, this actually dissuades me from actually ever going back.
one of these weapons. It is just not with me right now.
Galactic weapons. It looks good. What do you mean? I mean, if you were blind, I guess, then it would look good. But look at this. About the same level, but this looks better.
is you can progress
That looks so much better than whatever the that other thing was. They can't do something like this. That just doesn't make sense to me. It really just comes down to their tech art. With all the Microsoft and ABK money, they can't afford a good tech artist to do literally just animated textures. Like, that feels premium. This looks like dog. It's better than Golden Jade. It is not. I would no, I disagree. I would 100% take gold over Jade. Looked like garbage too.
To battle! How could you not win with such an advantage?
But anyway, this play system is pretty much taken directly from Battleborn and Paladins, and now that those are dead, like they're like, hey, you copied us, so we take your now.
Shows them you are superior, and bang! My armored fingers are crossed.
The Gambler's back!
Yes, just what I had hoped for.
Thank God!
Spoils of victory continue.
You know what they should have done? They should have been empty and been like, hey, we brought back loot boxes unlike Riot. Not really Paladin. Oh, it's 100% Paladins. What do you mean? It's 100% Paladins perk system. But again, it's not unique to Paladins. It's just a perk system, right? Roguelikes have had it for a long time.
Memory.
But I think like Paladins was looking at how to differentiate itself from Overwatch, so they added the perk system, which I thought was a cool feature at the time. Taken Overwatch maybe like 8 years to finally incorporate that. Blizzard has never had any competition, so they've had no reason to innovate or really do anything other than cash their checks. I think it's magical that somehow they're rapidly changing and adding 6v6 and perk systems and quote-unquote better skins and all this other shit because they felt like it. No, that costs money. Now they're losing money. I mean, there's reports right now that they've already lost 40% of their player base, a DAU. So yeah, they have to do something. And competition's good. That's frankly good. Like, this kid looks awesome.
Free your mind.
But I also think that we're starting to see the age of their style.
A warrior's greatest weapon is patience.
Here's my argument here. This is about the quality level of most Marvel Rival skins.
A warrior's greatest weapon.
So they're already at a disadvantage there.
Be present in the moment.
I like that red one though.
I will achieve my vision. My arrows fly true.
And here's the thing too. These are Battle Pass skins. I actually don't want any of these. Like this does not sell me on a Battle Pass. It's just Wait, Venture got a skin?
To win is great. To win in style is even greater. Such a masterful display. Play it again. I will rewatch this one a few more times.
I don't understand this part.
Time to talk about something big. Introducing perks. This is the most significant innovation to core gameplay since Overwatch launched in 2016. This is more than just an update. It's a radical shift in how you experience gameplay.
It's just crazy to me that other games have done this already. And they're effectively just saying like, look guys, we did something that other games have already done.
Upgrades to your hero's kit that unlock during the game. They provide an additional strategic layer, allowing you to alter your playstyle and adapt to situations.
I mean, it's a good thing. Honestly, it's a great thing to add. It's just, it feels like it's so late. Like, it's so clear why they're doing this.
Throughout the match, you'll level up your hero 2 times, unlocking 1 minor perk and 1 major perk. The first time you level up, you'll get a choice between 2 minor perks. We positioned minor perks as lighter upgrades,
They're like a little boost to warm you up, from cooldown reductions to small passives that keep things balanced but exciting. Once you hit your major perk level, you'll get to choose between two powerful upgrades, letting you fine-tune your playstyle for the rest of the match. Major perks are gameplay-shifting additions to your hero's kit, changing your core loop and redefining what your hero is capable of.
Huh.
Let's look at an example now with Orisa. When you level up Orisa to level 2, your minor perk choice will be between heat reduction on your primary fire or the ability to briefly tank burst damage with Fortify. Are you facing down
I feel like you should always take the Fortify one then.
Junkrat and want to be able to survive his tire? The upgrade to Fortify might be a great choice. The fun really gets going when you get to your major perk at level 3 though. Here, Orisa gets the choice between a higher impact energy javelin or swapping out her javelin spin for a protective barrier. Here's another example of what you can expect with major perks with Torbjorn.
Wait, does that mean that hero switching is gone? Oh. Huh. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'd assume that, like, maybe you have to, like, re-level them then. If you're counterpicking, I wonder if you're or do you inherit the levels?
For Torb's major perk options, you get to choose between two wild upgrades for your turret. The first perk option is allowing you to upgrade your turret to level 3 when activating Overload, drastically shifting your turret's threat level as it rips through enemies. The second perk option is if you're feeling a little cheeky, upgrading your turret to now stick on walls. With this
Oh no,
added
that's huge.
flexibility,
What do you mean?
Torbjorn can take different angles and even surprise opponents with sneaky turret placement. Finally, let's round it out with Ana.
Namor
Ana's
mode, yeah,
first
right?
major perk choice upgrades her sharpshooting capabilities, allowing her to headshot enemies. Be careful, Widowmaker. You might lose this
Oh, everyone is so that one.
sniper duel. Then, if you're playing Ana and having a hard time getting dove on, you might want Ana's second major perk option. Give yourself Nano Boost when it's activated on an ally. Now that's a way to turn a fight.
Oh
When
shit.
designing perks, we wanted to expand and elevate what your heroes are capable of. We were looking for a system that we could layer on top of your normal Overwatch gameplay and offer choice from match to match. We plan on adjusting perks on a regular cadence with bigger system refreshes happening in the middle of the year. Every choice you make with perks will impact the battlefield, offering new opportunities to outplay enemies and support your team. You'll get to experience the next era of Overwatch 2 when Season 15 launches.
Okay, so here's my question. We're 11 minutes in, chat. Does anything that you have seen right now make you want to play this again? Personally, nothing here makes me want to play. But in general, this is not groundbreaking like they made it sound. I'm still playing it. I think there's people that will like have time invested in it and they will always play it. Same as TF2, right? There is such a sizable amount of the population that want a hero shooter that got sick of Overwatch's bullshit. I don't like Overwatch that much. I mean, I think there's very much two camps. Like, do you want slower or faster? How fast do you want your TTK? Because the argument for Overwatch right now is that it's a slower, more methodical gameplay and is nowhere near as janky and high-paced as Marvel Rivals. But they also have very clear defined roles of tank, DPS, healer. Whereas Marvel Rivals kind of flips that on its head. There is no role queue. The characters kind of go in between where there's some DPS that are tanks and some tanks that are DPS. Some healers that can do shit tons of damage. Like, it's a little bit more amorphous, I would say. It is 100% more skill-based. Like, there is so many more characters and so many more combos and animation cancels in Marvel Rivals than Overwatch ever had.
It's awesome to see the passion and dedication this community brings to the game every day. Honestly, it's what keeps us hyped to bring you more. Today, we're so happy to share some exciting new features when the 2025 competitive year begins during Season 15, a season that
Does anyone else hear that high-pitched, like, hiss sound in his audio?
will shake things up by making the game more strategic and further improving our competitive systems. Last year during Season 9, we introduced a major rework to our competitive system, as well as the addition of new hero passives that refresh the core gameplay of Overwatch. As we enter the first season of 2025,
You don't use
this
earphones?
is the perfect chance for the team to
Lucky
shake things
you.
up once again. For such a big season, it just feels logical to start with a big bang.
Stop
Our
talking with your
galactic
hands.
In response to your feedback about competitive rewards, we worked hard to make
That looks so bad. I'm sorry. That looks so bad. That feels like such low effort.
this year's weapon variant out of this world. We developed new tech to support applying this type of complex material to weapons. We want you to feel like you have the power of the stars in the palm
As a dev, that's not that complex. No fucking way.
of your hand. And hey, we're also making climbing the ladder even more charming.
I hate this.
At Platinum and above, you'll now get exclusive weapon charms alongside the existing titles. We'll start tracking your rank for this during Season 15 and hand out these rewards for the first time in Season 16. Now you'll be flexing your rank in any mode by rocking these battle-ready cosmetics with pride. We're also excited to report that we're bringing rake icons back to the hero portraits while you're in
Wait, what icons?
competitive play. We'd like to do more of this sort of thing in the future, but for now, this will give players that want to show off their skill by sharing their gameplay an easier way to do that. Now, Season 15's rank reset. We've tuned our ranks again, and we're confident you can reach new heights that show off your true skill, whether you've been away for a while or you've been grinding up until the last minute in some questionable end-of-season matches. Most importantly, we think these soft resets work best when we're introducing big new features that change what it means to be skilled at the game. I'm happy to announce that hero bands are officially coming to the game.
It's so fucking crazy how many features they're bringing and how many they're like, oh, hey, because here's the reality. Okay, here's the reality of what happens in game design. I guarantee you, years ago, they were like, hey, I want to bring bands into comp. League of Legends has it. It does really well. It changes up the meta, so people are forced to play something they're not comfortable with, or it really kind of like pushes away GOATS meta or whatever fucking dive meta or whatever the fuck, right? You can kind of like alter the whole gameplay. And they told that person to go fuck themselves. And that person probably left Blizzard and is literally laughing and saying, I fucking told you so right now. Because it's not new. We're just seeing that Blizzard is finally able to change because they're hurting so bad. That's all this video is. When you get gut punched this fucking hard, that's when change happens. And frankly, it's a little too late.
We know you've been asking for this feature, and we're looking forward to building our take on it. Don't worry, no pools or cats in pools are involved. We want a system that punches up at the strong or frustrating heroes without punching down at weaker niche picks. We also want a system that's very fast, that gives you nuanced control over outcomes, and that we can tweak based on your feedback. As you've seen, we're building a lot of new features. And speaking of buildings,
I wonder why.
what if you had more control over which of our buildings you spend your time in? We're happy to announce that map voting will be coming to the game after hero bans. Both hero bans and map voting are exclusive to competitive play.
Dude, it's just like, it's like every feature that people have been asking for years. And they're like, yeah, we'll think about it. Magically, they're fucking saying they're going to do it. It's just, it's just so obvious and it's so fucking annoying.
The other changes I'm particularly excited about is a quality of life update I've wanted
It's just making me question if Blizzard has ever had an original idea. No, they have not. Blizzard is famous for taking other people's ideas and just making it better.
to build since
But I don't think they could even do the second part now.
my first day on the job. When I joined the team, I was challenged to list the top 10 things I wanted to work on. Back then, we chose the ping system from that list, but today we're building my number one, and that's improved hero information. In a game about mastery like ours, equipping players with the knowledge they need to improve is one of the most useful services we can provide as developers. That's why we're adding detailed stats to the hero information screen that show damage, cooldowns, ranges, and perks.
But that's like a simple UI change. How are they like touting that as like an amazing thing when that data has been there? They know that data. They just never revealed it to the user, and it's a simple UI change.
Of course, Season 15 isn't just about competitive cosmetic updates. We're also tweaking stuff behind the scenes, think shop bundles and better ways to snag those jaw-dropping cosmetics. Season 15 is the return of loot boxes. You heard that right. Loot boxes are making a comeback.
I can't wait to get like 10 blues.
We're keeping it fun while being transparent about what's inside and the rate of various drops from opening each box. Oh, and guess what? They'll be available in the free track of the Battle Pass. And of course, they'll also be in the weekly rewards.
As much as we've been shitting all over them this whole video, that's nice. That's a W. We take W's where they're at. That's a fucking W. You get 5 a week? Actually, you get 10 a week? Plus the Battle Pass? That's not bad.
Where you can get loot boxes for just playing. There are plenty of ways to earn them. We're really excited for the changes we've made in bringing these back, and hope you are too.
Pat, does anybody else hate this whole classic bullshit? Am I one of the only ones that I actually truly hate it? Like, wow, classic! We changed the game so much you hated it, so we brought back the old one.
I'm really excited to join you today to speak about what you can expect from events this year. One of the biggest ways the team has been exploring new ways to play Overwatch 2 is through 6v6 tests. This is something players have been asking about since we launched Overwatch 2 with 5v5, and Aaron has written a few extensive blogs on why the team made this switch.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. It puts so much pressure on the tank. Honestly, just like kills momentum when your tank is dead.
Things like pick rates, tank queue times, match stalemates, matches going on too long, sometimes made Overwatch feel like more of a slog than the fun it should have been. We want to find the absolute best way to make 6v6 with those concerns in mind. These limited time events are our way to really test how 6v6 in Overwatch 2 could work in the most fun, compelling ways possible when trying to address the various issues it used to face. This was a really great experiment for us, and we thank everyone that took part, jumped into the matches, and shared your feedback.
By the way, if you guys didn't realize like why they did this, they released this right before Marvel Rivals, hoping to garner favor and saying, hey, look it, we're changing, guys. And lo and behold, they're like, oh, yeah, we're probably going to bring it back.
We're still sifting through all of the in-game data, along with the mountain of feedback the team received across social media, forums, emails, and carrier pigeons. So look for an update on some key learnings in the coming weeks. Moving forward, we're going to be doing more of these, and in Season 15, we're pleased to announce 6v6 is getting its own competitive queue. This will be an open queue.
Fucking hold you!
But with a max of 2 tanks per team.
The progress is very slow. I mean, that's Blizzard's MO. Blizzard's MO is very methodical and very, very slow. That is how they've operated for decades. And then you look at Marvel Rivals, which literally made a decision to cancel mid-season rank reset in less than 24 hours. So you have 2 very different philosophies when it comes to development cycles. I think you're going to see a clear winner.
Not all of our events are just purely to experiment and to try and test out new features. We're also running events because, let's be honest, they're simply fun. Obviously, we have to bring back the modes and events that everyone loves. In addition to the current return of Lunar New Year, we're bringing back April Fools. You'll hit the beach in summer games, and of course, face the horrors of Dr. Junkenstein this Halloween. Outside of those annual events, one of the most fun limited time modes we've worked on in a while has to be Overwatch Classic. This was a labor of love for those of us who have been immersed in this universe for almost 10 years. We started in November with the Overwatch 1 launch day patch. 21 heroes, original abilities, no hero limits or roll-offs.
Blizzard
Then
is
in
slow at listening to community feedback. Just remember Bungie exists.
Okay, touche. Damn. Yeah, no, actually, damn.
January, we rolled out with the September 2017 Moth meta patch, introducing the original versions of Ana, Sombra, Orisa, and Doomfist. But you can't do Overwatch Classic without the most notorious of Overwatch 1 periods. So coming in Season 15, we are bringing you Overwatch Classic GOATs. This was a ridiculously glorious time to play. You had 3 tanks and 3 supports dominating lineups. These won't be matches you'll go into thinking the key headshot or flanking play will make a difference. GOATs meta is a head-to-head battle, testing which team can be the most thoughtful and strategic in setting.
I can't wait. Like, this is happening right now, actually. And yeah, it was not a glorious time. This was like one of the fucking shittiest times possible. I don't know anybody that's like, man, you know what I missed? GOATs. Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun.
Up the best combination of plays, the best use of dual heals, and of course, dual ults. Communication will be key when jumping back to 2019 to see if you have it in you to be the GOAT.
GOATs was fun. Okay, here's a question. Were you a tank or a healer player? Because if you were DPS, you were not having a fun time. You were not having a fun time during that time.
Today, we introduce an exciting new hero to our lineup. Meet Freya. Codenamed Windasher, She's the latest addition to Overwatch's roster, poised to help you elevate your game. Freya hails from the land of Denmark.
Paladins hasn't been dead for like more than, what, 48 hours? And they're already like, we're making Cassie. We're fucking stealing everything from you. First, we got the perks. Now we got Cassie. What could you do, Hi-Rez? Nothing. You know why? Because you're dead. Yeah, what are you going to do? Make Smite 2? Yeah.
Where the winters are cold, and apparently the bounty hunters are even colder. Freya was once
Oh, it's a Cassie
Overwatch's
main?
most
I was
renowned
too.
search and rescue operative, dedicated to saving lives. But when Overwatch disbanded, she
Can I copy your homework? I mean, here's the irony. Like, Blizzard is known for copying other games and copying mods and taking people's mods they had in WoW and incorporating it as part of their game and just not crediting the mod person, yada yada yada. Right? They steal. That's what Blizzard does. They steal, but they make it better. That's been their whole MO for decades. Then Hi-Rez came along, made a copy of their game, which was a copy of TF2. So they made a copy of a copy. They tweaked a couple things. They never reached the level of sustainability for Paladins, frankly. Now it's dead. And Overwatch is like, hey, those are some neat features. Let me copy your homework.
put her skills towards a new purpose, bounty hunting. Now she'll hunt down any target for the right price. Freya is a hero with a unique arsenal at her fingertips. Armed with an explosive crossbow and a cape that gives her serious airtime, Freya doesn't play by the rules. We think you'll love the new dynamic she brings to Overwatch. Whether you're the type to strategize, hit the ground running, or hover above it, she's got something for everyone. Test your foes with her explosive flare, or wrap them up like a gift with her bola. And if someone tries to flee, well, as Freya says, run or hide, it won't matter in the end. Freya's kit doesn't just aim to control the battlefield, it
Ark,
aims
you have
to
hearing skill issues? What do you mean I have hearing skill issues?
unload a flurry of rapid-fire bolts with her rev draw crossbow to keep the pressure on your enemies. Slow it down with take aim to line up the perfect shot and fire a high-speed explosive bolt
I can't wait for her to get sniped in the air.
that will turn your targets into fireworks. Quick dash in any direction to reload your explosive bolt and leave your enemies in the dust. Launch yourself sky high with an updraft of wind and catch those rooftop campers or get a bird's eye view before you strike. And finally, snag an enemy with a bola shot. Wrap them up and pull in their unlucky teammates for the ultimate combo play. For those of you who love a challenge, Freya is
Does anyone else feel like them not having any music in the background is actually kind of jarring? Is that just like my ADHD brain like kicking in here? I need some fucking music.
going to test your skills like never before. Recognized internally as being one of the highest skill heroes in the game, Freya's kit demands precision and a steady, long-range aim. Whether you want to dominate the battlefield or just float on the breeze, she's going to be the right bounty hunter to hire. Now that we've shown you Freya, you probably want to know who the Season 18 hero will be. I think it's fitting to give you a sneak peek at Hero 44. Codenamed Aqua, this Chinese water wielder has one of the most unique ability sets that we have ever developed. You'll learn more about him later this year.
Yo, this is like budget Iron Fist. High skilled characters? Yeah, just because most can't get past gold.
And before then, get ready for the Freya Hero Trial coming later in Season 15. Keep following the Overwatch 2 team on social media and our website. We'll release more hero comics and continue to share regular updates on balance changes for all of your favorite heroes.
All right, what a stadium.
Season 16 is launching in April and is going to be another massive season.
Chad, he talked like his normal self before, and then he changed back to Jeff. Did you hear it?
In addition to a new hero, theme, and some fun events, we have something extra special that has been in the works for a long time. Welcome to Stadium, the ultimate battleground for strategy, teamwork, and hero evolution. Stadium is the biggest game mode we've made since Overwatch 1 was first released in 2016. TLDR, this mode is awesome. It's Overwatch gameplay like
Can you just get to it?
you've never seen before. Fast-paced rounds, nail-biting 5v5 matches, and a best-of-7 system designed to push every player's limits. This is the arena where you don't just outplay the enemy, you outthink and outbuild them too. Here's the twist. Mods. Each round, you'll earn coins based on how you and your team perform. Use these to unlock and customize abilities for your hero. Choose from mods
At least they're repurposing all the PvE stuff, right?
that boost survivability, like extra armor, amplify attacks
MOBA, yeah.
with shorter cooldowns, or even add game-changing abilities.
Does it, okay, I get, so they're trying to go the Roblox method. So they have the UGC content where you can kind of make your own mods and yada, yada, yada. They're really just diverging Overwatch to kind of be almost Roblox-esque.
Stadium is packed with transformative powers and strategic encounters that enhance the hero fantasy well beyond anything we've released.
See, I don't know. Maybe I'm a pessimist when it comes to this. Like, doesn't this just diverge the community more so? If they're going to have a 6v6 competitive queue, a open role queue, and a 5v5 queue, you have 3 lanes for competitive. Then they're also going to have perk systems, and then they're adding Stadium, which is a separate game mode, which means it's more MOBA-esque. I just don't know what Overwatch is anymore.
This also includes the option to choose how you play in either a first-person or an entirely new third-person perspective from which to see more of the battlefield and your modifications in action.
No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to break this down for you real fast. The reason why you go third person is so you can see the skins that you bought. That has been Overwatch's biggest weakness, has been the fact that you can never see the skins that you bought. So you don't feel the attachment to them like you do in freaking Marvel Rivals. It's not for like to see more of the battlefield or whatever that bullshit is. It's not. Don't let them lie to you on that.
To go into detail and really showcase what Stadium is all about, I'm thrilled to introduce Dylan Snyder, and of course...
They're choking right now is what's happening. They're scrambling around the oval table. Dude, I feel like these are ideas they've had in the trash bin for so long, and they've like break glass for rainy day, trying to change up the formula in any way possible to see if they can pull back some market share. But again, I think it's just too late. They treated their player base like a piggy bank for so long, and frankly, even the new skins, like if they came and said, you know what, Season 15 skins look fucking amazing. Not the mythic, the actual Battle Pass skins. Because when you compare the Battle Pass skins of Season 15 versus what we currently have in Marvel Rivals, it's not even a competition. They're still throwing skins in there that just look like an intern fucking made it, or like a year 1 3D artist. So, I don't know. Blizzard is going to have to fundamentally change how they operate if they want to compete.
The one and only Dion Rogers.
What's up, Aaron?
Thank you so much, Aaron. Wow, this is crazy.
Can you believe we're in Watch Point Gibraltar?
Yes, let's talk strategy. Picture this, Reaper flying, like literally flying, I'm serious, through the air to take down a pesky diva, or Mercy enchanting a teammate to auto-res on death. The choice is totally yours, so build wisely. What works as an edge in one round might be the difference maker in the next. You'll be upgrading your hero until they're so powerful that Aaron has no choice but to make you the game director. You become a walking fortress by going all in on armor, or roast your enemy shields faster and more mercilessly than Dion roasts me every day for not knowing anything about obscure 1970s jazz. Because why not?
And visually, we've revamped everything from the
I didn't listen to anything they just said.
Ground up, creating a new user experience layout to make navigating your mods simple and fun. The fresh layout and intuitive icons transform strategy into art, giving you the arsenal to power up.
No, 100%. They need to stop acting. They just need to be devs. Like, I would rather go see... Like, I've done enough of these dev interviews before at the companies that I've worked at. The acting aspect is really corny and cheesy, and they're kind of leaning into it. But the reality is that the ones that do really well are the ones that are just like, hey, we're going to make some badass fucking... And... I'm excited for this, and they're just genuine. These guys just feel like, I'm ready for this script, and they told me to be happy.
Your hero as you progress through intense matches, incorporating an intricate mod system. Each choice you make is a step towards strategic.
This feels like a really rushed UI. I mean, in development content, right? But it feels really rushed.
Dominance. Early in the game, you'll invest in affordable mods that lay a solid foundation for your team, giving you an immediate but modest boost. As the match heats up, you'll unlock access to more expensive and oh-so-satisfying mods.
It's a MOBA.
That pack a serious punch, turning the tide in your favor. Each power-up is complemented by incredible visual effects, dynamically interacting with your actions to maximize the awesome feel of impact.
It's Battleborn, yeah.
You'll have complete control of your currency. So how and
I'd rather have Battleborn back.
Could be the key to victory.
I wish the gear...
It's all about...
Truly, I wish Gearbox was like, hey, you know what? Let's give Battleborn a third try.
About crafting the best version of your hero at the right moment.
In addition to mods you can buy, you'll also unlock even more powerful traits that won't cost you anything. Traits are meant to be defining aspects of your play expression, so we're making sure that they feel appropriately transformative. You may remember us teasing some of these in events like Trials of Sanctuary or Junkenstein's Laboratory.
Or, Overwatch 2. You guys remember that? I do. Paladin's card system and talents and then Battleborn. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, guys, like I said, Paladins did take a lot from them. So, it's only fair.
Reinhardt, you can focus on improving your bear.
It has to hurt that, like, Paladins is dying, and then Overwatch is literally, like, taking little pieces of the dead corpse of Paladins and being like, thanks.
Barrier, taking away the movement penalty while it's raised, and
I mean, they can get, like, 2,000 more people if they do this.
allowing him to activate it while charging. As Soldier 76, become a utility healer for your team while improving your biotic field by increasing its range, attaching it to yourself, and buffing the attack speed of allies that stand in its radius.
Oh my
or
God.
as Kiriko, embrace your true nature as a dive DPS by improving your health and damage resistance while gaining the ability to teleport to allies and enemies.
With 7 rounds,
I can see
Stadium
Overwatch is becoming
features a
more
variety of
Frankenstein.
maps
Oh, yeah.
And game mode.
No, that's what I said. It's becoming more like UGC content. They're like, oh, you can make mods for it, yada, yada, yada. And now they're kind of expanding into like, oh, you can change the gameplay and you can do this and that. Like, they're really, really trying to make it so it's a little bit more unpredictable. But I do feel like it's kind of losing its soul. And that's fine because it's not winning against rivals. So they might as well pivot and try to own something new or something in between. And it just comes down to manpower. They cannot operate as fast as NetEase can.
There will be a mix of modified versions of existing maps, such as a quicker Hanaoka clash round, as well as new push maps with final artwork to be unveiled in the coming months.
Stadium launches in Season 16, and we see it as more than just a new mode. It's a long-term evolution. Each season will bring updates, new heroes, and possibly even alternate modes, like Payload Race or Paintball. And hey, while this mode is already big, it's just the beginning of empowering you to build the best hero you can.
They drop in skins nonstop. Yeah, I mean, it's because they are a Chinese workforce. Like, that is the reality of game right now, is that a Chinese workforce, which historically has been kind of the outsource, they are now making their own games that are globally popular. So they're able to, from a manpower perspective, have a faster pipeline than anyone can have in the West. That's why Genshin has just nonstop, and Hoyoverse in general has like nonstop pumped out amazing trailers plus amazing, skins and gotcha shit, because there is so much manpower to produce high quality work over there now. The West is fucked.
We'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback
you can't compete
and
with it.
continue to find ways to involve this mode into the biggest and best it could be.
We're planning to kick things off with 14 core heroes, carefully selected to ensure balance and competitive play, with more heroes being regularly added over time, which will allow you to keep working each season on what is the best hero build to help you win.
There will also be additional maps, modes, and features regularly added over time, keeping things fresh and competitive.
I can't wait for that clip to age like just fine wine. Like, what is regularly updated? Every 2 months? Every 6 months? Once a year? Like, what does that mean to you, Blizzard? Because it doesn't mean the same that it means to us.
Stay tuned as we reveal more details in the coming months. Stadium isn't just a new way to play, it's a new way to dominate. Get ready to strategize, customize, and rise. Season 16 is just around the corner. See you there.
See you there.
We have some stunning cosmetics lined up, and I'm thrilled to brag about my team's hard work. Earlier today, you saw a brief glimpse of Season 15, but let's dive a bit deeper. Our Season 15 Mythic skin is for Zenyatta. Zenyatta will have heavenly visual effects and sound effects to complement his godly ascension. Our concept artist jumped on this one. She was really inspired by the Golden Dragon Pichu, and the team rallied to make sure that we brought her vision to life in a way that felt specific and authentic. Our 5th Mythic weapon is for Widowmaker, coming out at Season 15 mid-cycle. We wanted something that truly embodied Widowmaker's hero fantasy, and our concept artist took that literally. I don't have favorites, but if I did, the theme for our Season 16 Mythics is very near and dear to my heart. The team has been waiting forever to put our spin on the beloved Mahou shoujo genre. I'm so excited to introduce Doki Watch, which pits the Heroes of Heart against the Hollow Hearts. Doki Watch retains core elements of the Magical Girl
Yeah, I'm like, where's Venture skins? Yeah? No?
aesthetic and blends them with the sleek technology of Overwatch. Our heroes' Magitech weapons are empowered by their animal familiars to fight against
Wait, so they have riot weapons?
the Hollow Hearts and their looming threat of woe. Tiny sharks, a fox, a cat, and even mischievous bunnies are ready to fight by your side. They're cute, they're fierce, and they'll make your heart doki doki. When it was time to pick the leader of the Heroes of Heart, the choice was obvious. Mars's favorite daughter gets a splash of pink in her mythic skin. Juno's radiance spreads hope wherever she goes, making her extremely powerful in the fight against woe. Her skin features her magical shark companions, Deimos and Phobos,
Okay, the sharks are kind of cute, yeah.
named for the moons of Mars. Personally, I'm partial
Right, going for a lawsuit, yeah. So is like, yeah, Final Fantasy too.
to the pastel yellow Doki princess, but villain enthusiasts will love her corrupted evil look too. But don't worry, Mercy mains, I've got you covered. She's getting the season 16 mythic weapon. At mid-season, the ridiculously cute Elios joins the fight. I'm not
I've never wanted to skip a whole part this much.
gonna say much because I think the concept really speaks for itself. He's just a little guy. Since Overwatch 2 was released, players have been asking for
Mercy
a mythic
getting
for
more
this
stuff?
hero.
Yep.
She's a little bit of extra work for my team specifically, but it was time to make it happen. Our Season 17 Mythic skin is for Diva. We hope she lives up to your expectations. For her Mythic, Diva will take on the spiritual aura of South Korea's national animal, the Siberian tiger. She'll have customizable hairstyles on the pilot, as well as a pink and an Empire Red colorway, so you can style her however you want. Season 17 will also feature Reaper's mythic weapon, designed to capture the allure of corruption. We asked our concept artist to make something edgy, and he really did deliver. With distinct weapons for each hand, they reflect Reaper's duality, his descent from beloved Overwatch commander to feared talent agent.
Ah, it looks.
And one last thing. While we
I'm
aren't
down
quite
for
ready to
that.
reveal them yet, throughout the upcoming year, we have some very exciting collaborations. But there's one coming in Season 15 that me and my girlies can give a slight reveal to.
Hello, we are the Seraphim.
Wow, that was so crazy that they're doing another one with them.
We're so excited to announce our second collaboration with Overwatch 2. Woo!
They seem so excited. They're like, yeah, paycheck!
There will be brand new in-game skins and cosmetics coming this March. We can't wait to reveal all the details, so stay tuned for more information. See you all in-game soon. Bye!
Yeah, they were like, shit, we have to do this? Okay, fine. Oh, it's our favorite thing, chat.
Hi gamers, this is Bailey from the Overwatch esports team. Something new is always coming to Overwatch, and Overwatch esports is no different. We've tweaked our competitive
I can see this script, damn.
formats a bit to provide you all the things that you actually care about. More things to play in, more matches to watch, more coverage of your favorite players, drops to earn, and some
I like how they keep showing BlizzCon footage, you know?
awesome dynamic gameplay through the addition of hero bands, which we've never done before. We just wrapped up our inaugural 2024 season at DreamHack Stockholm this November, where Team Falcons from OWCS Korea took home the win. We're really excited for the future of OWCS to provide the most accessible competitive environment that we have ever had. Want to know, though, how the OWCS is getting even better in 2025? We're going from 2 to 3 stages and live events, bringing you 3 events across the world to even more
You know, actually, it probably is a 3D printed trophy. Yeah, you're actually probably right.
players. We're doubling the gameplay that we're providing and the number of broadcasts. We're introducing Faceit leaks to our ecosystem and integrating it directly into OWCS, making it easier to follow and providing more chances to compete.
Okay, chat, here, let's break this down. So the reason why they're doing Faceit is because this costs them no money. They're just utilizing Faceit's already established ecosystem. So they don't have to invest any more money
into OWCS, making it easier to follow and providing more chances to compete and have some fun with your friends. Additionally, we're adding a new tournament phase to the competition through a promotion relegation tournament, allowing more chances to qualify and new exciting stakes to your matches.
It was cool in the beginning. It was cool in the beginning, but it died fast. Yeah, because it died because, like, in the West, esports never caught on. In the East, it is a staple. Korea, China, Japan, it's a staple. People love it. People support it actively. In the West, it never got traction and just became a money pit. Overwatch doesn't want to accept failure when it comes to esports, but they are dramatically pulling money from it because all the VC money dried up.
Introducing a team partner program, bringing some iconic esports brands to OWCS across our different regions. We'll be supporting a bunch of in-game items that you can purchase so you can rep your favorite team, and the proceeds go directly to support those teams and players. This year, we are also welcoming a few new regions to OWCS.
I wonder if they're having the mandatory salaries and all that kind of stuff still. Because this is not OWL, this is OWCS. So I'm curious.
We know how incredibly passionate our players in China and Australia are for esports.
Oh, yeah?
With the return of Overwatch 2 to China, we're excited to welcome those players to the OWCS with their own dedicated region to compete in. And our players in Australia are going to be joining the Pacific sub-region in OWCS Asia. We've introduced rank-based divisions to face it and calling out heroes that just make matches more fair, competitive, and fun. The OWCS 2025 season is kicking off right now. Head to our channels or website to find the schedule so that you don't miss a single match. Then you can tune in to earn some awesome viewership rewards, cheer on your favorite players and teams, or learn a thing or two about your favorite hero. We hope to see you there.
No, I don't think I will.
Getting to be a part of this amazing team of
It's Budget
brilliant
Jeff.
developers, artists, engineers, and more, as we've evolved Overwatch together with all of you,
Have you evolved? I feel like that is a bold statement, saying that you have evolved Overwatch 2. Can you back that up?
It's been one of the highlights of my career. We are so excited about all that has been shown today, but we didn't even touch on so many more great updates coming your way. Throughout the rest of this year, we are going to roll out numerous quality of life changes, such as map voting, and as Gavin mentioned, hero bans. We also didn't even touch on what is one of the most impactful changes coming later this year, more map reworks. There will be reworks of both original Flashpoint maps, Suravasa, and New Junk City. We also are working on major reworks to another batch of classic maps, so you have to stay tuned as we share those details. And that's not even all for maps. A new Atlantic Arcology map is also coming to the game, and a new Tokyo map. We have so much planned to share with you throughout the year. More details, more content, more ways to experience Overwatch. It is our goal to keep exploring and delivering new fun ways to play Overwatch than
Is he trying to sell us or him? Because it sounds like he's trying to sell himself on this. He's not really trying to convince me. I don't like
we've ever done before. I cannot wait to show you what this team has been working on. Thank you for the hours and hours of dedication you all give to this game. We are thrilled to keep working with you through feedback and engagement on growing what we do to improve Overwatch 2. I hope you all have a fantastic time when these changes start rolling out in just a few weeks with Season 15. Now let's go make a great game.
Oh wait, chat. What'd you think? I feel like this sums it up pretty accurately. I feel like I'm being a pessimist, but at the same time, I think like we've been burned by this game for so long that it's just there, man.